Hi, my name is Randi Reynolds and I am a technical artist. Heart Machine is a game development studio that recently published its third title, Hyperlight Breaker, but we've also produced titles like Solar Ash and Hyperlight Drifter. Hyperlight Breaker is an open-world roguelike game that is a new run every time. The procedural components of Hyperlight Breaker were achieved using procedural systems that the team made in Unreal Engine 4 in conjunction with terrains that we created in Houdini. For Breaker, we chose to use Houdini to create our meshes because dynamic runtime terrains would have been a bit out of scope due to performance constraints and the technology that was currently available, along with our smaller team size. Houdini let us utilize the small team that we have and output a greater amount of terrains. For the terrain process of Breaker, we use Copernicus to break apart Photoshop files that we had artists create. The artists could paint what they wanted the map to look like in Photoshop, and then Copernicus could easily break apart all of the layers in Photoshop so that we could process them individually. All of these pieces coming out of Copernicus were used to generate height fields so that we could quickly build up the terrains without a huge lift. And then once they are generated, we use tops to connect to Perforce and check out all of our relevant files and update them based off of what was coming out of Houdini. And then we could easily import them back into Unreal using a custom process we built called Hyperdeck, which just easily imported everything and connected it where it needed to go. Houdini greatly sped up our workflow because designers and artists could open a Photoshop file and make adjustments to what the terrain looked like, and then Houdini would take that image and break it apart and create a new terrain in under 15 minutes. So we could quickly iterate instead of spending days creating a new terrain to test. Houdini is great for game studios because it helps streamline processes. Once you put in the time to build out a Houdini system, you can quickly iterate and get new variations of things that you already have. This can be things like the terrains we made for Hyperlight Breaker or smaller gameplay tools for artists and designers so that they can build up their levels in a quicker way.